Okay, everyone, we're jumping over to lesson 6-11. So we skipped a couple, but we're focusing today on finding the measures of angles. So we're going to be working on page 218 eventually, or you will, but we're going to go ahead and do a couple samples here first. So let's go ahead back over here and look at some practice items so you can learn about how to find these unknown measures. So this particular little tool isn't in your book, but what it does is it shows a straight angle all the way across, which means that if you start off right right here and you go all the way around, so you're facing the other direction, you will have gone 180 degrees. Well, that's what this little arrow here shows, this ray. Not an arrow, it's a ray. It has a starting point that goes on to infinity. It shows that there are 180 degrees in a straight angle. So for instance, if we set one angle to 130, well, that angle right here, let's show that. This angle right here is 130. And if you add it to the other angle of 50 degrees, well, 30 plus 150 is 180. And so say, for instance, that we didn't know that this was 50 degrees here. Say it was blocked out or didn't have anything there. Well, if you had a problem that says, what is the measure of this missing angle? You would just be able to solve it by writing the equation with an unknown. 180 degrees minus 130 would equal your mystery angle, which is, of course, 50 degrees. I'm using the mouse to do this, so it's especially messy. 50 degrees. Let's take another one and look at another one. And by the way, this works for any missing angle. Say, for instance, we've got 140 on one side right there. What's the missing angle? Pretend like they didn't show it to you before. Well, 180 minus 140 equals, of course, 40 degrees. 40 degrees. Let's take a look at another example. This one will be with a smaller angle, a lesser angle. So let's go to the next screen. Whoops, could have done that from right there. Let's get rid of all this stuff. Still getting used to this program. So if we just go over to the next screen, and now we've got a 90-degree angle. It's a right angle. I don't know if you can see it there, but there's a little square there. That little square means it's a right angle. How many degrees in a right angle? Well, 90 degrees. 50 degrees plus 40 degrees. 50 degrees right here, for instance. Here's an example, 50 degrees plus 40 degrees equals 90. If I move this ray so that we've got, say, 60 degrees, well, what's the missing angle? Pretend like that's not there. It's obviously got to be 30 degrees. All right, so you get the idea. Let's go ahead and jump over to our assignment for today. Whoops, that's not it. So Alt-T to get rid of that, so I can go down here. And you're going to be working on this page right here. I'm going to go ahead and turn off this little highlighter thing. You're going to be working on page, like I said earlier, page 218. So, ooh, look at this one down here. Let's take a look at this one for fun. I'm not going to do it completely for you, but first off, how many degrees in a straight angle? How many degrees do we know this has to be? If we go from one side right here all the way to the other. And there's your little center point, your vertex. Well, obviously it's 180 degrees. So you could figure out that 180 degrees, let's try this with the pen, 180 degrees. No, that's not working well at all. 180 minus 50. We're trying to find this x right here, the missing unknown angle, angle x. So 180 minus 50 minus 15 equals the missing angle. Oh, could have made it x. So 50 and 15, 180 minus 50 is 130. 130 minus 15. I'm going to let you figure out the rest. And you've put your answer down there. So that's what you do with the rest of these problems. You're going to be finding the missing angles. So you're going to draw the equation, write the equation. 90 minus something equals that. However you want to do it. And then you put your answer right there. That's it. Any questions? Ask them at 1 o'clock or email me or text. Good luck on this one. Have fun.